Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Batman Arkham City. Probably should have just hit start because it takes a while here to load. We have a statistics now, so we actually know that we are actually only 1% done with the game, which tells us a little bit, like quite a bit actually, as far as just we are 3% done with the story. There's clearly a lot of stuff here still to do. There's apparently 400 Riddler secrets, which is a far difference from the 100 or plus that we see on the map, which does make it seem like there are going to be 3 or 4 different maps in the game. Interesting. Seems to me like you don't ever get to play as Robin, though, which is kind of weird because we do have Robin as a character on the Arkham City banner ad on Steam, and then at this point I suppose it's a lot of pages of concept art, like 4 pages here. We'll deal with that later. I turned off vertical sync. Well, no, actually it was already off, and it was giving me on average like 59 frames on the benchmark, which I think is about as good as we're going to get until we start just straight up compromising the video quality, which may be for this game because these games are just programmed poorly. They have a not that good of an engine, I imagine, or just not that good of programming around it. For these games, it might get to the point where we need to actually reduce the.
Where do they keep finding these creeps?
We might want to reduce the amount of quality in favor of doing something else, of having a slightly faster frame rate. Now I don't know really if the sluggishness I kind of feel for this game has so much really to do with even
Nice, more snow. And me without my freaking skis.
I don't know if it really even has that much to do with the. Apparently that was a Riddler challenge. It may very well just be a case that Batman kind of walks a little wonky.
He likes to twist minds. Fine, I'm gonna twist his neck.
So I'm gonna try and fly this way to this building. And unless I was supposed to.
People out there must really like old Sharpie. Let him get away with this.
See if we can. No, you can't hit that button that way.
I know what you guys are thinking.
Listen up, dumbass.
Is life in Sugar Enterprises everything it's rumored to be? Sadly,
You know, Mr. J is...
but look on the bright side. At least you know what you're getting yourself into, and I can
The
promise you
last
this.
thing he needs is any so-called superhero coming in here and stopping his recuperation. That's where you come in, morons. You need to protect the steel mill. Protect it with your life. Because if you fail, I'll make sure your miserable lives don't mean zip. You get it? Good.
How are we supposed to get in there?
There's gotta be a way. I want Batman to do it.
Do I look like Batman?
No, I mean he could get in. How do you think he'd do it?
He'd use his grapple thing. I guess he could go in through the main tower.
Great. Have you got one? Nah. Okay, let's get this straight. The only way in is through one of the main cooling tunnels?
Suppose.
The tunnel full
So
of
here
boiling
we
water,
have
poisonous gas,
we're just getting closer and closer.
Gas? Gas masks?
So, let's get this straight. You geniuses think that the best way in is to build a boat, sail across a boiling ocean wearing gas masks to stop us getting killed.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, I don't know if that was a tutorial or that was a hint or if that is
Damn smokes.
just straight up
I thought I told you to go get me some.
the game telling me
Couldn't find any.
to
It's not my fault. I don't see anyone else
to
here.
build a boat
You're
and
the
get
one who
gas
didn't do what he was
masks.
told to do. So I guess you're the one who's gonna start hurting. Oh, please no.
Alfred, I need to find a route into the Sionis steel mill.
Have you tried the front door, sir?
Why didn't I think of that?
It was obviously too easy. Let's see. If all the other access routes are locked down, the only way in would be... No, it's suicide.
The main chimney. Okay then.
So yeah, is it really beneficial to have that information? Apparently there's an assault in progress. See,
Here at
and
Sugar
that's
Enterprises,
the weird thing
I
here
can
is
take
that
the
you have
Looking at some of these burgers,
kind of Batman
I might
as the
sure
character
take
here,
the worst.
and so you would
Definitely
kind of
all
expect
the
him
bats
to
the Braintree when they
swoop
come out
in and
of
save the
sky.
day.
You know what? I don't care.
Joker really sick. Can't believe he's dying.
Where is it? Like, there's just too many angles here. Immediately, you have the problem of a open world game.
If I get out of here, I'm heading straight out of Gotham City. Hell, I'll
Like-
even give Bloodhaven a shot.
You must be down this hole.
It looks like I can't use any of the low routes to enter the steel mill. I'm going to have to look higher up.
So we've got lower routes, we've got higher routes. We've got
It's always snowing in here. Is it because of Mr. Freeze?
So we've rescued a political prisoner. Yeah, this game just feels like it takes you all over the place. And it just is designed to distract you constantly. Like, and some of the stuff I clearly can do, some of the stuff I clearly can't do. I feel like at any point we may accidentally trigger a final section where there's no turning back, and then we wouldn't be able to run around and get
If
the
you're with
rest
me,
of the
only thing by the land, except for a
the
murder
rest of the
attitude and
collectibles.
stunning good looks,
I'm not even
is
sure if it's
loyalty
worth
and
it
obedience.
to get the
If you're with
collectibles.
me, I can promise you that I will be behind you all the way. Sometimes that might mean I'm locked up tight in a bomb-proof bunker behind you, but don't worry, I'll always make sure that you're there to protect me.
It would make a lot of sense that the Joker is basically dead, because the crazy way in which they turned the Joker into a giant,
How come he gave it all to
like,
Professor Strange?
infused, toxin infused monster to have a boss fight, a very video gamey boss fight. Okay. Did something that really would not have been acceptable in any other Batman story, which is to change effectively who Batman is, the Joker is, and it seemingly has now, I think, eliminated him from the story. Like, I think we're gonna find he's dead from the spoilers we've seen with the game already. I think it's fairly obvious that he's going to be eliminated and killed. And then that means everybody else has to pull the weight of the villains up. Which, I mean, the Joker is the arch enemy of Batman, so it's going to be a weird Batman story. It's going to be weird to try to have two more Batman games that aren't including the Joker at least a little bit. Alright. So run with A and then right click to slide. And then just, I don't even know if you actually had to press a button there to climb over that.
The steam from the furnace will boil me alive. I need to cool down the coals somehow.
Okay, once we use the back claw, and then we're doing the pull down effect, and that is much faster. It's not really a quick time event like it was in the first game, so that's a major improvement. It is a little bit of an awkward setup to have to press B to drop down. Let's see. And we're once again just kind of tutorializing movement abilities. Just the left stick in general. To walk on the railing, nothing special there. Just adaptive button presses. And that's really where a lot of games have gone at this point, is that you will just subconsciously know that pushing left towards a rail will have you step up on the rail instead of having to walk to a rail and press the A button and then potentially play some kind of mini game, some mini balance game. Well, still are tapping A more than I would like, so it would be nice if we get an upgrade that turns that into an instant setup. Now, this game is still old enough that you have to press a button to crouch when more modern games you would very naturally just walk under that. Alright, well. Alright, turn that off. But are we trying to do something more with the remote controlled batarang? Because we see a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, Joker wants you to think he's sick. Then wham! Gotcha!
I don't know, man. He looks pretty sick.
You mean worse than usual?
So I guess they did see him.
Who cares? By the sound of things, he won't be around much longer. When that happens, I'm off to join up with Two-Face.
Why would you do that? He's crazier than Joker. At least with the Joker.
So 18 armed.
Two-Face just flipped that damn coin.
Yeah? And what do you think will happen when Joker dies? You like working for Harley Quinn?
42 unarmed. That sounds like a really large number
insane, and she'll be
of
grieving.
people.
Probably kill you for not showing her.
I promised you some entertainment.
Just got an achievement.
Please, I did my best. Well, you should have tried harder. That useless quack has failed Mr. J. And you know
So
what
that doctor
means.
lady is in trouble now.
Do better than that. Come in, Mr. J.
So we want to hurry up and run through all of this.
Change of plan. Take her to the smelting chamber. Mr. J wants this one to suffer a little longer. Right then.
Hammer has one arm missing.
You know what you've got to do.
See, now here you have a problem where they've added diversity, but then the one female doctor is the one that got kidnapped and is in danger. So I went this way.
Sounds like she's declared war on Freeze.
Yeah, she sounded pissed. How's he connected to Joker and all this mess?
How should I know? She's always freaking out these days. Joker really must be sick after all.
I guess. I always figured he'd last forever, you know what I mean?
Maybe it's got something to do with all that crap back at Arkham Island. You saw what happened, right?
First person,
Only
hold
what
right
was on
TV.
He was like some
Otherwise-
kind of freaking monster. He was huge. I thought he was gonna start ripping choppers out of the air.
And then next time we see him, he's all normal looking.
Yeah, normal. Like he ever looks normal.
Okay.
So-
like the Joker.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't buy it. This is all part of Joker's plan. It must be. He's gonna be fine. He's just screwing with the bat.
Okay, we can't get through the steam, and that'll hurt us. Do we have really regenerating health at all?
So I guess
Or-
you just shoot anyone who comes through that door without an 8-foot snowman, right?
Can I hit these and shut these down? No, it doesn't seem like we do.
I heard Bruce Wayne got sick. Let's kill him.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can hit all those at the same time. Yeah, and I don't think I think I would need a three-way batarang to do anything there. Yeah. So if I was gonna go 1, 2, 3, it seems like it limits me in just how fast I can actually throw them, and yet I still was able to trigger that, which that turned off that, which is great and all.
This is gonna be easy. If Batman's dead, we can rule this town.
And I guess maybe that turned off something more over here. This game really is not great as far as breadcrumbing and showing us. Like, it seems like we could jump up there, or we could just stealth our way
So I guess we just
through
shoot
this whole
anyone who
game.
comes through that door without an 8-foot snowman, right?
Like, these guys are...
It's the bat.
So, that helped me take out a couple people, but that's about it.
If he gets up, I'm gonna knock you boys down. Permanently. Give him a kick from Mr.
So,
J.
yeah, my health is not really good enough for this amount of people. And see, I just grabbed that whole box without even doing anything. I'm still really suffering from, like, not being able to get those critical strikes in. See, I feel like I would have taken one more hit and that would have been it. And I would have died.
What the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead!
That's a
Well, there's
poor
no way you're getting
face
to Mr.
animation.
J. We're safe and sound up here. You can just stay down there and burn.
Yeah, in a funny way, I kind of wish
Alfred,
there was
Joker's
more
holed up in the
game,
manager's office in the steel
more
mill.
animation here, and this was just a
Of course I
video.
will.
And
Some
the
of his
game
goons dragged the
parts
doctor away.
were
I'm going to find her
extremely
first,
limited,
then
like
deal with Joker.
the Batman Telltale games. I assume that's how the Batman Telltale games go. Interesting, it just took me to the menu. I suppose inside buildings could take up so much of the game that that's where the difference is. Like, so we may have to go through buildings 2 or 3 times. What is this? AC motor surrounded by an electromagnetic field. Solid reinforced security door. Inactive electric motor.
If you don't stop pressing that button, I'll tell my Joker, and he will be so angry. What? I'm busy. Hello? Is this thing
So this
on?
is like an intercom to talk to Harley
Keep this to
Quinn?
yourself. But I think Batman may be here. If you see him, kill him.
Or maybe we're not talking to
Listen,
Harley Quinn?
If anyone asks about Mr. J, tell him it's fine. No, don't tell him anything. Well, tell him that you're not going to talk about it. And then shoot him in the face. Okay? What? I'm busy. Keep this to yourself. But I think Batman may be here. If you see him, kill him. Hello? Is this thing on?
See, I don't know why that exists at all. Like, why bother to make this device when, I mean, all it really is showing off is the old outfit that Harley Quinn in the animated series wore, to just try and make that somewhat canonical. You know what? I suspect this probably was a skin where Harley Quinn would have worn her old outfit, and then they decided they didn't want that to be an option, so they just repurposed it for this. That's the only thing I guess I could really get from that idea of that existing. We just can't crawl up there with the grappling hook or anything. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna come back through these areas a lot. Scan in currently unattainable trophies to add them to the map for collection later. Left bump, scan in trophy location. So we have this. Okay. So one of those is a Catwoman trophy, one of them's a Riddler trophy. Alright. Because we can't hack this thing right now. We can't, like, bring up our scanner and do anything with it. Okay. But you can't... You have to be fairly close to it to immediately hold down the left bump when you're not in detective mode. Yeah, I guess there's just a lot more game here than it seems like there would be.
No one said anything about the bat.
They've got that doorway covered. I need to find a different way to get past Joker's men.
Yeah, at some point I just assume Batman's gonna stop saying things.
If you don't stop pressing that button, I'll tell my Joker, and he will be so angry.
Better make sure he don't come too close.
Easier said than done.
So,
Never seen him in action.
And when
what happens when we hit this?
What's wrong with you? You trying to kill a freaking elephant?
It's Batman. He's here. He's gonna get us, man.
Nah, you hit it. You must have.
Go and look. I'll cover.
Screw you, man. You go. I'll cover you.
I'm the one who hit him. You go.
Okay, look. How about we both just stay here? Cover it together.
Yeah, okay. Good idea.
So that didn't convince them to come and check this door. Alright. But that did create noise. So we do now know that noise will play a role in these takedowns. So it does feel like you are just going to constantly be in a stalker Batman mode, though. We've got two guys over here, and then we've got one guy over here. So unless there was some way that I can drop down real quiet and then sneak around here. And I guess the question to figure out is, was that plus 50 or was that plus 100 or was that plus 25? I would think stealth takedowns and double takedowns are things that would give us more experience. But that gave me 225 XP at the end, but yeah. No telling which rewarded what. There definitely were other ways that this could play. Certainly, I could have tried to get somebody over to that glass and get them through the window. I could have just fought the people. It definitely does feel like we are going to run into a scenario where if we start getting shot at, we're going to get hurt really fast. Like, I just don't think there's room for a lively action like this. Right. Just for the fun of it, we'll dive through the window. Even though I imagine the door... No, the door was locked. Interesting. Is the door locked in the other side too? Interesting. See, what this game needs, instead of detective mode, is some audio feedback. I'm just going to use each one of these at once.
If anyone asks about Mr. J, tell him it's fine. No, don't tell him anything. Well, come
this something that you can break? Interesting. Why the little stools? So I imagine we could try to go through that door, but I imagine the better idea is to work through these environments and see if we can find any collectibles or find a more stealth way. Because I just kind of assume that the doors are all going to be locked. Let's ask ourselves a question. If we blow this up right next to the door, it doesn't hurt Batman. See, and that's a Catwoman trophy. Okay. Which means that Catwoman's gonna have some ability to reach that area. Okay. What does this do? This is a special combo pressing A and X, which I don't think I'd do a lot of. Where? This increases movement speed and reaction times. However, using special combo move will reset the free flow focus upgrade to... Not sure if that's really necessary. I think maybe we need just some combat armor. Unless we want to get this. Hold dive bomb, shockwave attack after landing. Yeah, 25% increase of protection is decent enough. And then going up from 25% to 50% is nearly doubling it. There's a lot of places here where it feels like you should just jump down here and then come over here to look, and then you've got to go back up. And here we've got the whole foot thing. Again, this is not taking anywhere as much A button pressing as it did in the first game, so that's nice, but there's kind of no reason why you would have to tap A at all. Feels like that should just be something that works. Okay. So we've got 6 hostiles.
Did you hear the noise that last doctor was making?
Unarmed.
I like it when they scream like that.
Me too. She was one of the loud ones though. A real screamer. Know what I mean?
That's 2. Yeah.
Let's make this quick, boy. Step back free now.
Keep it up, Harley. Joker won't be sick forever. He'll be back to his scrawny ass to the curb.
Please, don't do it again.
Sorry, Doc. Harley wants you to hurt for not fixing up the Joker. She seems pretty upset.
There's nothing I can do. He's too far gone.
Yeah?
His toxin level, it's off the chart. I don't know how he's still alive. Please, just let...
In the back! Over here! I got...
So See, it feels like you should get out of detective mode when, like, if you, yeah, it feels like as soon as you start punching, you should probably be forced out of your detective mode.
Please get me out of this thing.
So here we have our doctor.
Can you stand?
Give me a second. What's wrong with these people? That crazy woman thinks I can fix the Joker.
What's wrong with him?
There's something in his blood. Some kind of toxin. It's killing him. He blames something called Titan.
Titan?
Yeah. Do you know what he's talking about? He kept going on about his last laugh.
Doc. Isn't that information supposed to be confidential?
What's happening? How does she know what we're saying?
Get that door sealed up nice and tight, boys. We don't want that fireman escaping, do we?
At least they won't be getting in. We're safe, right?
Wait here, Doctor.
What the hell are you doing?
I need to get out of here. Someone needs to stop Joker. Stay here. You'll be safe.
You sure?
If you hear anyone coming, hide. I'll be back.
So I have no idea what you just got. High current charge to power generators. So this gun, where Batman doesn't use guns, is going to be used to activate generators, I guess. So what was our other option over here? We could have torn off this. I kind of get the idea of opening the door from this side and it taking some force, but when you're on the outside, it feels like that should really just be super fast. So I could have kicked that in. I don't know how that would have benefited anybody. And
Quinn slowed me down. I need to get back after Joker.
here we've got the door.
If you don't stop pressing that button, I'll tell my Joker. He will be so angry.
Yeah.
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
So we see over here, there's this. I don't know what could be there other than a collectible. And I guess that's what's over there, is a collectible. It's just a lot of little toys to play around these areas.
I need to get back after Joker.
What? I'm busy.
Yeah. And we played this on normal mode. That was our setting that we chose. So the only thing I could think is that on hard mode, this would have potentially...
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
This would have been potentially like twice as many enemies or twice as strong enemies. Even on normal, it seems like they're hitting a little harder than I expected, since we're still in this like tutorial section. Where is the motorized door? It's over here. No, there isn't even a motorized door there. Like, we desperately need
Quinn slowed me
something
down. I need to get back after Joker.
that would point us in a direction. Like, we need a compass. I guess we could bring up the menu. And let's just see.
Listen, if anyone asks about Mr. J, tell him it's fine.
And see, you've
No,
got
don't
this
tell him
hammer.
anything. Well, tell him that you're not gonna talk about it. And then shoot him in the face, okay?
But the hammer doesn't seem to do anything.
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
So we've got this gun, and if we wanted to do something, we can right bump it, and that will magnetize.
Quinn slowed me down. I need to get back after Joker.
Okay. So these are going to be anchor points to turn things into a magnet. Cool. And so this area probably then does not coordinate with anything.
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
Detective mode. So I can see the environmental thing, but I can't reach it. And I'm not high enough to scan it.
Quinn slowed me down. I need to get back after Joker.
If we would look at the map here, there are like 20 more things to collect. And then this is a whole different bridge that's gonna go down later, I guess. Okay. So smelting chamber.
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
So then how did I get in here in the first place? That's the hard part to figure out is what was the way that I even used to get into this room, because this room is fairly large. I feel like in the first game you couldn't
slowed me down. I need to get back after
zoom
Joker.
in between and out of that first person and third person perspective. So that's a nice upgrade.
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
Is that motorized device? That's a motorized device. So am I missing something if I don't go and investigate like this? No, I don't think I am. There's just oddly a gate there for no reason.
Quinn slowed me down. I need to get back after Joker.
Unless there's something up here. Nope. Yeah, we definitely have a situation here where
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
You can mess up pretty badly and just end up wandering around trying to figure out how to get out of a place.
And what? We just wait for the bat to try to break through the door and then you jump him? That's the plan. It's not a plan. It's a suicide note.
I'm not scared of him. The door's welded shut, and he's just some freak in a costume.
Okay, then you stand in front.
C,
Why?
left trigger
You
B.
chicken.
Will you two just shut the hell up and get ready? It's the bat.
So,
This is gonna hurt, Batman.
why does it say explosive gel hostiles 1? Interesting there, it just did switch my bat vision automatically when I got smoked. And they picked up those stools, so we now know what those stools are all about. The music just kicked in and kicked out. How did that happen?
This is locked.
Here we have some physics being frozen. That's kind of a great example of how physics gets frozen if it is far enough away from the player, but it is also kind of a great example of bad programming because in no way was Batman far enough away that shouldn't have fallen to the ground. So is this door unlocked now?
Protocol 10 will commence in 9 hours.
Yeah, and I doubt this game really is like timed. That would be a little weird. But if it was, that would kind of suck. Like, I don't know how you can throw an open world game at people and give them potentially hundreds of little collectibles to collect and then punish them because they didn't beat the game in 10 hours. Let's just see if that does anything. Nope. And you can't see through this door, which maybe means this. I mean, this definitely would be a good place to have a fight and a big boss fight.
How did you get out of the smelting chamber, B-Man? What did you... Too slow, you big ugly bat!
So it sounds like Joker is still alive. This cover could be smashed with enough, if it was hit with enough force. Interesting. So, pull, to knock, pull back, push. Rip the door open.
What's wrong with you, B-Man? You come in into pieces. Don't you know he's sick?
So we may have lost some dialogue that would have been said there otherwise. Let's see. So let's see what's up here. I suspect that this would have been just an exit. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to zoom in on these things more often with the bright stick. And there was a Riddler trophy here, so we'll collect that. We almost missed that. And then, have we even been in this door?
Did you see that guy with Harley earlier?
Oh, you mean Abramovich? Yeah, he's one mean son of a bitch.
Guy is freaking huge. What does he eat? People?
Who knows? I don't know if this is true, but I heard that the Joker had him sent over from some Russian freak show.
Really?
Yeah, but that's not the weird part. I heard he was like a Siamese twin. You know, conjoined, stuck together. They had a big fight. Well, I guess they split up.
You
So
kidding?
that's Abramovich is probably Mr. Hammer.
All I know is that they still hate each other. I even heard that the other one went to work for Catwoman. That's crazy, right?
This place, who knows?
So is there like
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
like we're just getting almost like point and click adventure hints to tell us what to do, and then like we've got another Zaz thing. None of these Arkham City stories have unlocked, so I would think standing around overhearing people talking would be the thing that would give you Arkham City stories, but doesn't seem like that's really the case. And from the looks of it, it seems like each of these rooms, specifically each of these squares, indicate either an outside area or an inside area. So they're, instead of there being potentially 10, is it 8 different areas, there's, it seems like actually there's probably like 7 inside buildings and 1 overworld. And then some of these things are not just Riddler trophies, they're also there seems to be a greater puzzle riddle that you have to find and take a picture of, maybe a question mark or something like that. But yeah, I'm still not really sure what the whole deal with the talking is all about. It seems oddly specific.
Surprise, B-Man! Meet Mr. Hammer. He's gonna teach you some manners.
Perform your next strike immediately. Okay. So left trigger. Alright, left trigger B.
I want him dead. Dead, 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 dead. Understand?
Your mother won't recognize you when I'm done.
So we probably want to get rid of a lot of the other people first, and then try and
Kick him hard. You deserve every smack in the face you get, bad brain. You need a bandage? Bat?
It does seem like Batman is just spraying up explosive gel on the ground. Okay, we're about to get beaten up completely.
Stupid little dead bat. Who's gonna save you now?
So there's your game over signal. Much like the first game, you barely ever saw that, so they spent too much effort on that. Okay. So clearly the move here is to spray some gel right here. Spray some gel right about here. And then we'll form a little triangle right about there. We'll get up to this point. Climb up. It'll be interesting to see if the number of enemies is reduced.
We are gonna hurt you, There's no place to hide, man. My boys will find you and beat the living crap out of you.
So what we can basically want to do is get rid of everybody else first. And then that pretty much just leaves this guy, which then you have this whole QuickTime thing. Use 3 quickfire gadgets in one attack was a challenge. See, and if the Joker dies here,
Get out of my way.
one of the games I think is a prequel, and then the 4th game is like later after the fact.
Move.
This is all your fault. You've hounded him for years, beat him to a pulp, and for what? Why are you so mean?
I mean, she's kind of got a point.
You fell for the old fake Joker gag, Batman.
Batter up.
So Joker's not really dead. Also,
Sounds like the detective will be
there was
busy with
a
the Joker for a while.
comic book
Good.
called The Three Jokers
Gives
that
this kitten some
kind
time
of
to play.
ruins any
So what next?
anything
Help
here.
tall, brooding
Why
handsome?
is her lips
Or
not
help
moving?
myself to all the loot Professor Strange has locked up in that vault of his. I know. Difficult choice, right? What will it be? Find Croc and have him rip a hole into the vault? Ask Penguin for some explosives? Not my style. I always prefer a woman's touch in these situations. Stay where you are, Ivy. I'm coming to get you. get my kit from my apartment. No way I can face Ivy without my things. I'd be naked without them.
So we're just jumping in the story here. Yep, there is a comic book called The Three Jokers. It's arguably, I'd say, not even that good of a story. And honestly, it just feels like it was an attempt to rectify the fact that they had made so many. That's a different way to climb up, but that's faster. They made just so many different stories with the Joker showing up that at a certain point there was... Oh, I can't mark things on the map apparently. So, yeah, in an effort to adjust and explain how the Joker could be in 3 different places at the same time, they made that story, but then it basically establishes 3 Jokers, which, let's see, she has nothing but the whip, so her gameplay is going to be fairly limited. And her scanning detective mode clearly isn't going to really help. But I would say it is also only a slight spoiler for the 4th game that they put in the trailer of the 4th game. At that point, the Joker is dead for real. And teasing that idea is fine and all, but it doesn't really get you to the next step. Like, Doctor Strange, Hugo Strange, is not a character that you're going to specifically want to replace the Joker. You would need somebody better. And every time they try to introduce somebody better against Batman, they're never as well received. The Court of Owls was an attempt at that, and it went fine, but went too long. Hush was an attempt at that, and it went fine, but it's practically irrelevant at this point. Wow, it's really raining outside of my house. See, there's no... The one place where Catwoman could go and try and get some collectibles, and it's not even on the way. So, we have another line of tapes. It feels like the tapes are just going to be one long dialogue box. Maybe. Here we have Poison Ivy, and Poison Ivy looks very different, and they never used this art style again for her. It's too sexualized. It's too out there, I think, for any other use. Even in instances where Poison Ivy has been shown to wear nothing but leaves, this still, with its fashion, is more over the top. And that's really saying a lot, considering, like, there's entire stories where Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn are lesbians and dating each other. They've pretty much broken up the Joker and Harley Quinn as characters. And so that puts you in a weird position with this storyline, because Harley Quinn is frankly as popular, if not more popular, than the Joker is amongst half the audience, I would say. And yeah, if I was to level up at this point, I would want to see a new ability, unless I'm going to have to fight a lot. You can see her armor seems to have started at half as high as Batman's armor, because she has only 2 pips, where you started with 4 pips. Well, no, actually, it's not that. It's that you can upgrade the combat armor 4 times on Batman, and you can only upgrade Catwoman's combat armor twice. And it definitely doesn't feel like we are going to end up being able to just automatically move between Catwoman and Batman. Maybe we will. There was that challenge. But yeah, I could certainly see there's a lot of gameplay here. But I bet if we could see the statistics from this point, it would say we actually haven't made it that far at all. We probably have just hit about 5% of the storyline, and I imagine there will just be a lot of gameplay and a lot of open world stuff to happen. Arkham's Asylum had a problem, certainly, where you, near the second act and beginning of the third act of the game, really could have taken a lot of time out to get all the collectibles and upgraded it, all your abilities, but I'm not sure there was a reason at that point to really need to upgrade your abilities, and I feel like that's probably what's going to happen here. But we're going to first have to certainly rush out of any sequences with Catwoman, because her abilities are going to be fairly limited to only being able to collect Catwoman Riddler trophies and not be able to collect any of the other trophies or accomplish any of the side missions or anything like that. I kind of expect her to have a slightly better fighting ability. That would be nice, but that's about all I can suspect. Or you give her just straight up the ability to wander amongst the bad guys and they won't attack her. That would be nice too. Anyways, that's been another hour. This game's pacing is putting me through the paces, certainly. I feel very awkward as I'm playing it. Like, I'm not really getting into the flow of the story. And it seems like it's kind of moving fairly slow to get to 2 hours of gameplay to just reveal that the Joker is alive. That could have been literally done in the first 5 minutes. You could have just seen the Joker. Joker grabs Bruce Wayne, throws him in Arkham City. Could have been that easy. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.